cuties, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be making a striped tumbler. I guess I've been feeling in the mood to be making a lot of striped tumblers because that was the previous video as well. If you have not checked out that video, make sure to go check it out. But we are starting off with placing a 1-inch masking tape on the tumbler. So I'm trying to align it as best as I can to the rim of my tumbler so that my lines are fairly straight because sometimes I cannot keep things straight to save my life. So I am going to do my best, and also I am going to be placing um, tape all the way to the bottom of my tumbler. Um, I am also using double-sided tape, which is this white strip that you see here. And this is what we will be using to apply some foil. So today, like I said, we're going to be making a striped tumbler, but we are going to add some foil elements to our tumbler. So I kind of had it planned out to use two different colors of glitter and also some foil. And I think these colors went very well. They complemented each other very well. So that is what we are using today. So um, I am doing kind of like every two lines with foil, and on the bottom, since it was a smaller section, I did add a smaller piece of double-sided tape. And if you are looking for the double-sided tape that I am using in this video, you can check out my Amazon favorites. It should be in there. If not, please let me know and I will add it in there. So now I am going to be taking off some of my tape lines, and I am going to um, go in with some white chalk paint. And if you guys saw my previous video, you know I kind of usually always do two to three coats of the paint just to get a really good white base on my tumbler. And I kind of forgot to record the section where I glittered my first section, but it was that beautiful blue glitter. After my paint dried, I went in with some Mod Podge and applied the coats of glitter. So I did do two coats of glitter, and now I am going around my tumbler, as you see, and applying my foil before going in to my other lines to apply my glitter. So I am using this little tool that I got with my transfer sheets from Southern Belle Glitter. As you know, I get my foils from Southern Belle Glitter, and I will try to link the foil that I'm using in the description. I can't necessarily remember the name of it, but hopefully I'll remember it by the time I get to the putting everything in the description. So, as you can see, I'm kind of just burnishing it because I do have that layer of glitter already on some of the lines. I am going to make sure that I have my foil in like where those little sections meet because there is that little bump of glitter. And since the foil is flat, then I have to make sure that you do get it down on there right. So now what I am going to do is just keep applying the foil, and then after I apply the foil very carefully, I am going to put some more of that chalk paint on the rest of my tumbler and glitter the rest of my stripes so that I can go ahead and put a layer of epoxy. And I am working with a 20-ounce skinny mug from Craft Haven. So it is going to take a little bit less epoxy on this. As you guys know, I do epoxy in batches, especially now since it's really hot here where I live. So that's um, kind of why I always epoxy in batches. So I am sorry I don't have a specific measurement, but usually my rule of thumb is to mix at least 10 milliliters more. I rather have a little bit extra and use it like for keychains or something else than to have less of my epoxy and not have enough to epoxy my tumbler. I am also using my heat tool to dry that chalk paint. It does dry pretty fast, but I'm still going to use it a little so that it dries a little bit faster. And I can go ahead and apply my last color of glitter. And I did forget to mention all of my glitters are from the lovely Myra from Myra Makes It. Um, so I will try to have those linked in the bottom. If not, I will put her website. Um, I know she did barely move, so she's probably getting back into everything and going to have glitters soon. Um, so just keep an eye out for those. Um, and I am going to use that same paint for the handle and the bottom of my tumbler. And I am going to use the same white that I used for the stripes. Um, I'm going to use that same glitter on the bottom and on the handle. So the handle, as you see here, I am trying to go pretty slow so that I can get it pretty on there, and also so I won't get it on my foil so that it's not going to look messy after I finish this. So um, as you can see, I am going very slow even on the bottom so that I don't get any of that paint on my foil. Um, after this, I am going to go in with some epoxy. Um, like I said, I do use probably like at least 25-ish milliliters. I did end up mixing less epoxy this time, so it wasn't necessarily covered fully. But my tumbler was, it's just my handle was still kind of bumpy. So, after I go in with my vinyl stripes that I am going to put on here, I am going to epoxy this again, and I'm probably going to add 2 more layers of epoxy just to try to get that handle smooth. Um, I am still learning how to do all of this, so have some patience with me. Um, so yes, after this, I am gonna go in with some silver vinyl stripes. This is just some holographic vinyl that I I believe I got them on Amazon. I will try to find the link of this vinyl, and if I did get it on Amazon, it'll be in my Amazon favorites. So, for my vinyl stripes, I didn't necessarily have enough of my thin stripes. So, what I decided to do is I kind of followed the rule of thumb that I followed for the glitter of every other um, vinyl or every other stripe to do like the foil. So for this, I did a thicker line and then a thinner line and then a thicker line so that I had enough vinyl for all of my stripes. So once I finish this, like I said, I'm going to epoxy it 2 times and I will be completely finished with this tumbler. And I actually love how this tumbler came out. Like I mentioned in my previous video, I don't have my shop open right now, but I will probably end up putting my tumblers for sale pretty soon. Whether it be on my Etsy or I open my shop back up, it kind of depends right now. Um, but again, if you guys would like to check out some of my digital items, I do have my Etsy shop linked in the description. Um, I do have a couple new templates in there for rhinestones and for the 20-ounce mug, which is this size. So I do have the vinyl mug template, and I also have the 40-ounce mug template in there if you guys would like to check it out, along with some super cute bundles of designs and a couple other designs in there. So this is the whole video for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!